Hello to you, my fellow Dark Ones. How are you guys doing today? How's life? And yes, we are starting the episode in the Nether to take a lava bath. And no, the reason that we are starting the episode in the Nether is that I made myself the Rod of the Plentiful Mantle. It just shows you where the ores are. And well, there's only one ore which is important for us, which we can't really find that much, and that is ancient debris. I accidentally found this one, not with the Rod of the Plentiful Mantle. Also, the colors changed, so you can't look for blue or cyan. But what you can look for are small clusters, like this one. That was actually quite nice. But the problem is that you can't find big clusters, you can find single ores. Maybe like that one? Yes. This was actually quite useful. Very useful. Yeah, I already got the 8. Actually, I think I have found a decent method. So every time that you right click with the rod, it assigns different colors to different ores, right? So what we have to do is to look for odd colors. Like that one, the lime. Yeah, exactly. Or maybe that lime? It's not always green or lime, but you see that is a giant cluster, so it can be gold, it can be quartz or whatever, and that one is lime. That one is blue, and what I do is that I just look for the rarest color, like that one. Yeah, okay, it does work. We have 15. There is also something very tricky that we can do, so this is an ancient debris, and if I right click, the color assigned to this guy is orange. And those are orange. Yeah, that actually worked. That's way better. There should be 2 of them. Yes. Okay, we know how to cheat. You know, with the old Botania, you never had to look for ancient debris because they were not invented yet. With this one, you have to get a bit creative. So you're red. There are no reds. It's fine. This time it's yellow and... oh my goodness, what? I could be a bit colorblind. Yeah, that one. Exactly. So let me gather some ancient debris so that I can get some manulin and I'll be right back. I'm cheating. Now you also know how to cheat. Just in case you want to play this mod pack. Okay, so I'm back home. We have a decent supply of manulin, which is amazing. However, one of the main reasons that I wanted some extra ancient debris was for this. The mail. Because in the new Tinker's construct, you can put ancient debris on leather and you get ancient hide. We need one more. We can switch the steel to ancient hide and we will get fortified 1, which will give us a bonus defense slot. And if we do manage to get a few more jeweled apples, well, we can get more hearts. One more, please. You know, I'm actually making strawberry jam today. Imagine putting molten diamonds on a fruit. But that should be extra hearts. Awesome. We're at yellow. Now that I got some ancient debris and extra hearts, let's focus a teeny tiny bit on immersive engineering. Because yeah, we kind of need to advance in the mod pack as well. So we have to break this blast furnace because for some reason the quest didn't count. Now it should count. Lovely. For me, it doesn't really make much of a difference if I finish the quest or not, because as you might notice, I don't actually claim the rewards. Don't ask me why, it's just not my habit. Anyways, let us get back to immersive engineering. We need to make plates, and the best way of making plates is through a metal press. So that is going to be our next task because the quest book wants us to do so. However, there is a problem. Metal press requires power. Do we have power? No. What they want us to do is to make a water wheel, but we're not going to do that and we're gonna cheat. For that, we're going to need 4 blocks of redstone and 1 mana steel. Oops, we need to make more. And what we're going to craft with everything is a mana flux field. Aha. What does it do? It takes the mana burst and converts it into RF. So if I put you over here, obviously next to a mana spreader, and do something like this guy is now generating power. You see, we have 12,800 RF. So that is good. The problem is that we can't move it. So what we're going to do is that we're going to make a battery, the LV accumulator. What is this? Oh, okay. For a second I was scared. I had no idea what the hell that thing was. But apparently that is called redstone acid. We shall have 2 buckets. Why not? This is so weird. You have to type everything that you need. But yeah, I guess it's kind of fun. So thankfully we can make golden plates using a hammer. And that should be our first battery. And oh, iron. And this should be the second one. So not really sure if it works with Botania, but we will see. If I remember things correctly, if you hold sneak and right click, it will configure the other side. Yeah. So the other side is input. So that would be output, and we can have the other battery and do the same thing. Lovely. That's going to be 200,000 RF. Now we can make the actual press. And for a second, I actually thought that we have to cheat in items, but yeah, it's a light engineering block. I thought it's a heavy engineering block. That should be the metal press. We shall have 2 of them. We do have the metal presses. We have a decent supply of power. At least we can operate it for a while. But what I'm mainly interested in are these thermoelectric generators from immersive engineering. So this is not actually difficult to craft, and one of the reasons that I needed the metal press was to make the plates. However, this is constantan, and constantan is a combination of nickel and copper. And yes, we don't have nickel. So for the moment, let us just try to make the press molds. We need a gear, we need the wire and the plate, I suppose. Is that the quest? No. How would you detect if I have made a metal press? You have to make the water wheel. Okay, it's fine. We don't care. So first things first, we have to get the nickel seed. This system is going to be very difficult for crafting essences. Okay, we have 4. So, ladies and gentlemen, that should be our nickel seed. Let's take a 10-10-10 crop and use it to crossbreed. You will do fine. It has also been mentioned in the comments, but I also discovered it by accident. So whenever these crops mutate, the new crop, if it's the nickel, it's going to have higher stats. It's just that Enderman has a higher chance of mutating. I tried it with a 5x5x5 crop, not with a 10-10-10. With a 10-10-10, it's not paying off. Yeah, because you just get Enderman. But the ones which don't stack are important because they're half nickel, half Enderman. So maybe that's going to give me a better chance. I just mutated it with a wheat, so this is a very weird seed. And later on I need to expand the farm by a lot. But for the moment, I guess this will do. At this very moment, we don't really have a ton of nickel, but we have our constantan. And I have set in the mold, so that one is for plates. Make me plates. I forgot about the whole reason that we had to make power. So that's our capacitor bank. It's on output. And easily you can just make universal cables from mechanism. So yeah, we're getting plates. I just have to make the setup a bit fancier. Wait a minute, that eats through the power. Oh no, not really. It's the buffers. Well, that means very soon we can have our thermal generator. I'm happy about that one. So thermal generators, although we haven't finished making even the single one, require something hot and something cold. The higher the difference, the better. So we're going to go with magma block and blue ice. Because I don't think I can make uranium. It needs a special B. Actually, it's not that bad. Well, we go with magma blocks. It's easier for now. So last time that I wanted to make packed ice, somebody left me a comment that, hey, did you know that pure daisies can make you blue ice? Yes, that is actually quite true. You can do that. The problem is that last time I didn't actually have a silk touch pickaxe. However, this time we have the enchanter from mystical agriculture, so this should go smoothly. They're melting. Who's emitting light? Maybe I should have covered it. Okay. We got packed ice. I think I should have covered it. I do have to go to the nether in order to get some magma blocks, but let's make the thermal generators. We can make 3. That's not bad. I also have to make the silk touch. Do we have the enchanted book? No. It was worth a shot. It's okay. Now it's easy to craft. One of my favorite sounds in Minecraft is insta-mining ice. We're not insta-mining, but you get the gist. Also, do we have any magma blocks? Oh, we do. Something popped off. Do we have 2? We have 2. Well, in total, we have 3. So I guess for the moment, let's have some janky wiring for a generator for our metal presses. As for the other generators, well, I do have a few plans. Okay, never mind. Finished PCB, so yeah, no. I don't have any plans. I wanted to install some floodlights from immersive engineering so that I can remove most of the torches. However, for that apparently we're going to need PCBs, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to improve our mana generation setup. I think it was 2 episodes ago that somebody mentioned that you never use endo flames in the end game, so let's see if we can. Let's get a ton of bone meal. You might notice that I'm covering this area with stone. That's because we can do this. Grow the moth. That's actually a decent amount of grass. We can remove the rest. In order to make everything super compact, we're going to convert everything into a floating flower. Also, it does make it so that if I use a horn of the wild, the flowers are not going to pop off. So these are the floating flowers. We switch them with endo flames and voila. So with the endo flames, we have a few issues. One of them is that the coal is not keeping up. So if I put 16 of them down here, 4 or 5 of them are never ever going to receive a coal because this system is slow. Another thing is that the mana spreaders are garbage. So first let us fix the mana spreaders. I have switched our mana spreaders to Gaia mana spreaders and they're the best. Obviously. However, you might notice these guys are not getting any coal. Obviously, it's something super easy to fix, but we want to make it slightly more complicated using the Corporea network. Because I also want to know if what I want to do actually works so that I can use it for other stuff. So what we want to do is that we want to drop like half a stack of coal on top of this pressure plate so that all the endo flames get coal. And we want that coal to be taken out of our system, however, we don't have any coal. We have coal essence. So first things first, let's have a Corporea spark on this storage controller. Did it work? No. Okay. Now it works. So how do we want to do this? Well, this is a corporeal funnel. What does it do? It does request an item from your corporeal network, meaning our chests and our drawers. How do we ask it to request what item? Well, we need an item frame and the actual item itself. So if I provide this guy with a corporeal spark and a button, it should give me 1 coal. If I rotate it, like so, it should give me more than 1 coal. It's 2, and that is half a stack. That's actually too much. We want around 16. Yeah, exactly. Obviously, we need to give this guy a redstone signal. For that, we're going to use a hovering hourglass every 16 seconds. So every 16 seconds, we should get 16 coal, right? Exactly. So all of them are active. We do have some coal in our chest over there, but we need to craft them in case we run out. How do we do that? That is where we're going to need the corporeal interceptor. Sounds fancy, I know. I have just removed every ounce of coal that we had in the system, and well, if we have the corporeal interceptor over here or anywhere, we give it a corporeal spark, and we put a filter for coal. Whenever that guy is requesting coal and there is no coal in the system, this guy should emit a redstone signal. Any second, for demonstration purposes, this is too much. Let's go with 3 seconds. Yeah, you saw the pulse? Because that pulse is going to activate another corporeal funnel, which is going to receive a filter for coal essence. So every time it receives a signal, it should release 1. The pulse is too low. I mean, it's too fast. What if we use a repeater? Oh, that's too far. That could be an issue. The range is 16 blocks, remember that. Oh, it's around 8 blocks. Yeah, that explains a lot. I had to add more sparks to inventories over here so that I can connect it to the drawer. But you see, whenever we're not having enough coal in our system, we're getting coal essence over here. So obviously just requesting coal essence is kind of garbage, so what we're going to do is that we're going to use the crafty crate. It is the crafter from Botania, but we have to provide it with a pattern. And the pattern that we want is this one, donut. So that the slot in the middle does not accept any items. That goes on the crate, and I think we're set. It should take the coal essence and it should craft coal and put it inside this chest. If the ranges on the sparks are good enough, obviously. The reason that I'm struggling a bit is that it's like cabling but without seeing the cables. So if we have a spark over there, that should connect to the controller. If we have another one over here, that should connect to everything else, right? Does it? Yes. So can I request coal? Yes. You see? It's crafting it for us. Now the Endo Flames can request coal. Exactly. Of course, you could have done that in a more neat setup, but I was under the impression that these guys have a range of 16 blocks, not 8. It has been a bit of time later, and I have made a few changes. First off, we have a total of half a stack of Endo Flames. Every minute we're giving them half a stack of coal, and that seems to be okay. I think you can go as low as 55 seconds or something, but 1 minute is fine. Also, since I have converted this area into a very garbage area, let's have some of these platforms. It's like ethereal blocks, you can walk through them, like so. But at least you don't see the garbage behind there. Since now we also have automated mana setup, which works indefinitely, let's add more mana pools as a buffer. I like this setup. We're auto-crafting coal. For mana. However, that's not the only thing that we have to do. We also need to progress in other mods, including immersive engineering. Oh, and by the way, this world shaper is great. It's like a builder's wand. Does require Gaia spirits, so yeah, it's a bit late game. What we want from immersive engineering is biodiesel, because later on we can convert it into plastic from pneumatic craft. And that's what we need, for all the PCBs that I have to craft. So I have made the squeezer, and I'm now trying to make the fermenter. It's actually quite a difficult task because you have to remember what kind of items you have available inside the chests, then you have to order them, and then you have to craft them and then assemble them. So I'm sorry, but yeah, it does take a bit of time. But one of the things that I have noticed, let me take a nap, it's not really visible in darkness. Yes, well, as you guys probably know, one of my favorite blocks in the game is hempcrete, and look at it. It has received a texture upgrade, so once in a while you get these things. I kind of like it. Anyways, that should be the fermenter. Let's hope it works. Okay, then I need a refinery. Oh boy. Actually, this is the easy one. Oh, heavy engineering block. Oops. Remember, I cannot do this inside an engineer's workbench because the engineer's blueprint requires a PCB. So for the moment, that's what I'm going to do. Now that we are making biodiesel, we're not actually just going to use it in order to make plastic. We also need to generate power, and I want to make a diesel generator from immersive engineering. Actually, 2 of them. I have been reading the wiki, and it seems if you have 2 squeezers, 2 fermenters, 1 refinery, you can have 2 generators. And it's enough in order to make them constantly run, and that is $8,000 per tick, which is amazing. However, in order to make the diesel generator, what I need is electrum, and for that we needed silver. So I have made some silver seeds. I'm trying to 10-10-10 them. It doesn't really need to be 10-10-10, I just need a bunch. I have also checked, we have around 300 steel ingots, so for the moment we should be fine. Although I have put a new badge inside the blast furnaces. It has not been that long, and thankfully I think we almost have everything we need. I have made the electrum coils, we just needed 8 for the 2 generators, and we can make 2 sets. That's perfect, because we just need to have... Wait, I did it wrong. Yeah. They go over here. And then we need 4 more heavy engineering blocks. Also, I think I have to put the redstone engineering block on this side so that it will form, but let's check. I just put it on the other side so that both of them will have the same orientation. So this one should form. You hit it at the front. Yes, so this one should form. This one should not. Oh, it did. So you can change the orientation of the lever. Amazing. So one of the things that you might notice is that yes, we have generators, we don't have fuel. Actually, we kind of have some fuel in the form of creosote oil. It's highly inefficient, but this guy generates $4,000 per tick, and we have like 1,400 buckets. Wait, how do you extract the power? Oh, it's from here. I mixed it with the arc furnace. That's not amazing. I thought this will connect. Because the thing is, if I need to make HV wires, what I need is aluminium, and that requires supremium. But yeah, we can extract power. Okay, using a battery. And then we can use cables from here. Yes, I like cheating the system. Honestly, that doesn't look like $4,000 per tick. Does it? Who cares? We have power. Until I do manage to get aluminium and supremium, this is going to be a bit of a dire wiring, but we will have biodiesel very soon. One of the things that I forgot is that, yeah, this guy generates 4096 RF per tick, but it's divided between all of the coils. So both of these guys combined is just like 3000 RF, just a bit less. But cool, we have power. There are a few more steps involved before we would be able to make biodiesel, but first things first, we need ethanol. Honey is the best, but I don't produce that much honey. So I guess potatoes are not a bad option. For the plant oil, we just need seeds. Wheat seed seems to be fine. Well, hemp seed is the best. I can't craft it. Creosote oil is just garbage. I don't have a choice for the moment, but it's really garbage. We have ethanol, we have plant oil, but one of the things that you might notice is that we don't have biodiesel, because in this version, we need nitrate, which comes from a crusher. I have been missing a few bits and pieces, but that should be our crusher if I install the hoppers. So will you form? Thank you. Again, I'm very sorry, but until I do manage to get some aluminium, it's just gonna be stupid wiring. Yeah, we just leave it there. Looks more stupid. Now what I need to do is that we need to start automating these things. But we do need to crush sandstone first, so let's see the yield. It's supposed to be 50%, but it's never 50%. It's actually quite nice. Wait, you lose sand. Okay, but at least, is that biodiesel? Where did it go? Oh, in the generator. Technically speaking, now it should be self-sufficient, if we have enough power. Also, it does not consume nitrate every single time that it's doing something. That's a good thing. But just to make sure, we're getting biodiesel, right? Yes. Let's not waste it. Oh, and by the way, just in case you're wondering, the biodiesel from Pneumatic Craft has been disabled. So you have to go with immersive engineering. Otherwise, the other one would have been like way easier and way cheaper, but this one looks cool. I like it. Don't quote me on this, but it does seem we don't consume the nitrates, so you can just have the one. I think. I have never made biodiesel in this version, so I have no idea, but it hasn't consumed a single one. As for automations, I'm just using pipes in order to put in some potatoes, and I have another pipe exporting wheat into a crafty crate, and we're getting seeds, which for some reason I'm picking them up. But anyways, it doesn't require that much of an automation, we just pump things in. That's it. So far, it seems to be a sustainable source of energy. So personally, I don't find anything to complain about. However, our next task is gonna be a bit complicated. I need to go to the end, because the remainder of my progress just depends on getting chorus fruit. You know, for the next infusion crystal. And for that, I'm not really gonna fight the ender dragon. Let's see if we can cheat that one too. We just need some lava. Don't you worry, my pendant is protecting me. So the reason that I wanted some obsidian was to make myself a hand of the ender. This is a portable ender chest. So we're going to take out everything that we have. We're gonna put them inside the ender chest. And I'm not gonna fight the dragon. We're just gonna scaffold. Okay. That can happen. I don't really understand why I'm doing this. I just always wanted to do that. Look on the positive side. You're not gonna see anything from now on. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the outer end island. Well, immediately after I cut the footage, I started watching an Ito video and it has been 8 minutes and 20 seconds. I would say with my record, that's actually way faster than killing the ender dragon. And the only sacrifice that I have made in this journey is my left pinky. I think I brought you in too soon. It's been a while. Oh, we're close. So here's the thing. Let's not die. We have arrived. Let's put a waypoint. Although I do prefer if we do manage to... Hello? Yes. To put a waypoint near an end city. Do you see anything? Yeah. Is that... Oh, that's a nest. I wanted to come to the end to find ender bees, but they seem to be everywhere. So we're fine. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back from the end, and here is what we're going to do. Our next priority, which we're not going to make it today, is going to be making the Imperium Infusion Crystal. The reason that I'm saying we cannot make it today is that, yeah, we do have most of the seeds, but we are missing a few which can be slightly tricky, especially this guy, Nomad. It is a game of luck, like the skeletal bee. However, since we need to do a lot of bee breeding, there are a few things which are going to make our lives a bit easier. It's just that I'm not exactly sure if they are going to consume power, so yeah. Bee breeding in a stupid cage is kind of stupid, so let's make a breeder. That does require a baby upgrade. And voila. Do you need power? You do need power. So I'm sorry, that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to first breed a few vanilla bees, because I do need a lot of honey. Then if I'm not wrong, there is also an incubator. Yeah, don't know why it requires hay bale, but yeah. An incubator. Next episode after we get Supremium and I get Aluminium, this is not going to be like this. I promise. We can also have some speed upgrades, which will help us a bit. Oh yeah, a lot. And with some honey treats, you should work. Yeah, it's very slow. But it's better than having them flying around. I made a brand new area for vanilla bees so that we will get honeycombs and honey bottles. We will have 10 of them in total. And if I'm not wrong, we already have 10 of them. There should be 7 in there. I could not use the incubator that much. It does require a lot of honey. That's actually the whole point of making this area. Also, sometimes the bees do disappear. So we have 5, we have 2, and 3 are in there. Cool. However, I want to be able to semi-automate this. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to have a redstone block. We shall drop the steel and 1 TNT, and we run. That is compressed iron. We are going to make one of my most beloved items in the game, transfer gadget. It's basically a pipe at a very slow speed, but it works in the same block. So we want you to be input. I guess we can have a barrel like so. And if I get some glass bottles, this should be semi-automatic. Oops, they should be transferred in. Lovely. Now we get honey. Yeah, that looks fine. So we get honey bottles and honeycombs inside the storage crate and, well, everything is semi-automatic. I have also made some upgrades and thankfully the questline for this one is actually counting. So we get an extra one. That should increase productivity, I hope. I'm really short on honey bottles, is the problem. These things are expensive. However, there is one more important upgrade that I need. Anti-teleportation. Because I do need to have some ender honeycombs. This one is empty, right? Yeah. We don't want them to teleport around. You already went there. What a jerk. It's okay. I'll catch him. You teleported. Just go into your hive. Yeah, for the ender bee, it's better to do it at night time. Because they do immediately go inside the hive. That's why I'm wearing the charm. Yes. In preparation for next episode, let us also get a gravel nest for the ashy mining bee. We put you here for the moment, and we give you some treats. 2 minutes is fine, I can wait. Then we have to put him inside the hive and wait for the nomad bee. But in addition to that, we also need to have a magma bee. Like that one. Are you a jerk? No, actually I don't need him. We just need to breed him so that we get blazing bee. What do you give me? Oh, just magma cream, okay. So we keep this one until we get the nomad. We're gonna get a bee. Come on, chocolate mining. I think we need that one too. Yeah, that's the problem. I don't have enough honey. I'm sorry, no matter what I do, bees are not the most entertaining thing to do. But we have to do them anyways, otherwise no Supremium. What are you? Chocolate mining. And I'm out of treats. Well, instead of derping around, maybe we should wrap up the episode until I can get some more honey. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one. Bye bye.